In such circumstances, we can't afford to wait. We can't wait to fix our schools. We can't wait to fix this economy and provide good jobs and good wages. We can't wait to fix a broken healthcare system. We can't wait to roll back global warming. We can't wait to bring an end to this war in Iraq. We cannot wait. That's why I'm running for President of the United States of America. So when I decided to run, it was based on the belief that the size of our challenges had outstripped the capacity of a broken politics to solve. And that the American people were looking for something different. That they were tired of a politics that was all about tearing each other down. They wanted a politics that was about lifting the country up. That the people were tired of spin and PR out of their politicians. They wanted straight talk and honesty. In other words, I was betting on you. I was betting on the American people. Now, some of you know I now live in Chicago, but I'm not originally from Chicago. I moved there after college to help churches who were trying to organize when the steel plants closed. Thousands of people had been laid off. And they hired me as a community organizer, and I worked for 3.5 years trying to set up job training programs for the unemployed, to bring economic development to communities that had fallen on hard times. And it was hard work, but it was the best education I ever had, because it taught me that ordinary people can do extraordinary things when they're given an opportunity. That change in America it taught me that change in America doesn't happen from the top down. It happens from the bottom up. It happens because the American people are a decent people and a generous people, and they are willing to work hard and sacrifice on behalf of future generations. And so in this election season, I was convinced that if we could just bring people together, if we could get past the divisions and the toxic politics that we've all become accustomed to, if we could come together, everybody, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, young, old, rich, poor, to challenge the special interests that have come to dominate Washington, but also to challenge ourselves to be better citizens, better neighbors, better parents, then there would be no problem we could not solve and no destiny we could not fulfill. And I am here to report that 15 months later, after having now visited my 48th state, after speaking to hundreds of thousands of people and shaking tens of thousands of hands and kissing hundreds of babies, I am here to report that my bet has paid off, and my faith in the American people has been vindicated, because everywhere I go, people are standing up and saying, we are ready for change, we want something new, it is time to write a new chapter in American history. That's what this election is all about, Montana. That's what this election is about. Every state we've been seeing record turnouts. People are participating like never before, especially young people. We've seen more young people involved in politics than any time in a generation. And I would like to take all the credit for it. But I have to admit that it's not just about me, because a lot of what's motivating people, they know that in November, we're going to be choosing the next president of the United States, and no matter what else happens, the name George W. Bush won't be on the ballot, and that has everything to say. The name of my cousin, Dick Cheney, will not be on the ballot. Some of you may have heard about this. Dick Cheney and I are distant relations. This was very embarrassing. But his name won't be on the ballot. So we know that the failed policies of the last 7.5 years can't come to an end. The Katrina and the warrantless wiretaps and the Scooter Libby justice and the Brownie incompetence, all that can come to an end next year. But that's not the only reason that you're here. You know, it's easy to be against something. It's easy to be against somebody. You're here because you want to be for something. You want some affirmation that we as Americans can still come together and do big things and solve big problems.